Testing, does it work?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so thanks for your message. It was really heartwarming.
Well, hey, thank you. We use this as a very excellent tool and have a lot of fun with it. But, I'll just give you an example. One of the things at first, some of the students I could tell thought that it was just picking me up. It was counting our notes right because it was picking me up. So we started the class after that by having each person right in their seat where they are tuned to musician tuner, proving it can pick everybody's notes up. And the argument I was making was we all needed to play together and we all needed to hit the right note because if any of us played it wrong, it's going to count it wrong.
Yeah, awesome. What level exercises are you playing usually?
We try to go through all four. Last week that was tough. And typically we'll slow above level 6. Would you say above level 6, we're going to slow it down in practice at about 50 or 70%.
Yeah.
We just go
Oh yeah, that's pretty hard stuff.
So we're showing them in that process a practice sequence for their own song. That they really need to find a way to learn the notes before trying to play them at full speed.
Yeah, sounds good.
Now, the other thing came from our principal. He visited the class and he said, you need to give the students a chance to kind of highlight it. So each week we have a different student. We call them the captain for Yousician Day. They run the screen and they sit right in front of the microphone. We have a mic, we can point it out in the classroom, but the captain is the one controlling the mouse. And I tell them, listen, you're the captain. You want to slow it down in practice mode? Slow it down. Sorry about that, Bill. Our students are not here today because they had testing this week that requires federal and state testing. So only the ones who test came in. But unfortunately, our bells are still here for classes.
Okay. Yeah, it would be nice to meet your students as well. Yeah, but it sounds awesome that you developed all this system with Yousician. So you kind of get your work done on Wednesday, so you can do it on Thursdays.
Yes, we have a online curriculum that they're using this year. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but
no, I haven't.
the students can go onto their account online and they can play along with there's videos like that, and there's track exercises and songs, and then there are ensembles.
Okay.
They can play the ensembles together in class. Unfortunately, it's not as technically versed as a musician. It doesn't tell them if they play the notes right or not. And so we do have the ability to track when they practice, when they last time in, and have they at least watch every part of the lesson for that week. But usually our goal is to complete that part of our work by Wednesday, so Thursday can be totally devoted to musician challenge.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I've been basically doing them most of the music in the challenges. Sometimes I get help from others, but I kind of ran them since the beginning. So they started with guitar butts. Did you ever get to play guitar butts?
And how long have you been doing this?
I had my 10th anniversary in June for Yousician.
So we didn't know about it 10 years ago, but 5 years ago we found out about it, and I've been using it in the classroom at least 3 years already. Maybe longer, but the technology of trying to figure out how to get everybody in the room, be able to play together, and big enough screen they could all see it. And for a time I was in the Facebook group and was getting ideas from other teachers that were using it. But right now, I think as good as it's ever worked. I thank Nick for that, because he had to put in a Line 6 phone port to get the microphone and speaker connections to work. Much effort, thank you. We're having trouble with lag, and it's not very fun if you hit a note, you know, and then it counts it wrong because it's the computer lag is the problem, not the note being played. So
Okay.
working much better now. It's almost perfect. It's not quite as good as my headphones on my cell phone. That's great, but for a classroom of people, you can't do that. So mostly you can hit it right on the note now,
Oh yeah.
and it'll count it. So we've overcome a lot of those obstacles, and Nick should probably write that up for other people. Because it was no good.
Yeah.
The way I was trying to do it was no good. With the overhead
Okay.
projector, that didn't work. That didn't work well at all. Back to you.
Yeah. Well, of course, share all your tips if you have some. We have this one guy, Mr. V or Juan Valencia, using his notes in some Facebook groups or.
I think, is he the technical guy that emailed me to see if he could help? I got an email from someone.
Okay,
So his
it
name
might be
is
him.
Juan.
He's kind of Juan, yeah. He's prototyping these kind of school setups,
Cool.
and he used to run a guitar school in Toronto, or still does, and he uses it a lot with students and big classrooms. So he's probably the best one to give tips on the setups.
I think I have a connection on email. So for me,
Yeah.
did I send it to you as well?
I don't think so.
Because we were talking that day. I said, look, we have a person. And he said,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I think I figured it out.
Okay. Well, so if you want to see around, this is the studio I'm working in.
I would love to see it. I don't know how in the world you put all this together. I assumed you had a whole crew of people.
Well, I write the songs mostly. Then I'm not a real guitarist. I'm actually a drummer and saxophone player,
Yeah.
bassist, and some keyboards. But I usually take guitars to James, who's the guy in the videos, or then Bell, who our other education designer, is a really good guitar player. So here I have some. I usually do the drums with the electronic ones. It's just way easier to record than real drum kit.
I keep
And
getting
then-
requests from drummers and other teachers to have something like musicians and drummers.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
You're the man. They
I'd
would
love
want,
to do
they want that. So
that.
how
Yeah,
do
and
you
then I have these. Have you ever heard of Amphion speakers?
Oh yeah.
They're Finnish, really good stuff. Most of the Grammys were made with, or the Grammy winner songs were made with Amphion's this year.
What a great
I have some real drums here as well, and some xylophone I sometimes record
Oh,
on the Frank Zappa challenges and stuff.
nice.
Use those.
I didn't know if that was
And,
electronic. So that's real live. That's not electronically produced.
No, it's a real one. But yeah, there's a old Rose piano I use for the Chick Corea stuff.
Beautiful.
And saxophone family here.
Mhm.
But yeah, this is basically my home studio. I live on the other side of this building.
And you are in Finland?
Yeah,
See-
I'm in Tampere, which is the kind of second biggest town here.
Okay. I've never been to Finland.
The others are right in Helsinki, the main, the capital.
So, the question I have is, I mean, it's amazing to me how things happen just in the time frame that they do. You know, with Chick Corea, you know, you did this amazing work with his songs right after he died. I mean, it's just like, are you responding to things that are taking place on the news? How do you determine what you put in?
Well, we follow the news. Of course, if some big artist passes away, then we take a chat with the education people here and decide whether it's worth it to make a tribute challenge. And then if we do, then I start writing songs and we do it. Usually, well, it's kind of, I think Aretha Franklin was the fastest we did. It was like eight days since she passed, and we put out this tribute challenge.
Blew my
But
mind.
yeah, we actually we don't do them in advance, so it's just kind of responding.
It's amazing, and I want you to know I appreciate how you do that because it ties in. I mean, the kids are aware of stuff, and you say, "Oh, did you hear Aretha Franklin? We're going to play her songs today." I mean, just like talk about music history in real time. It's awesome. And how do you get copyright permission to use these people's songs?
Well, we don't. it's, they're not actually their songs. We just write them in their style.
Okay. Okay.
So it's original songs in the challenges only, like apart from some that are traditional or from classical composers who passed away more than 70 years ago. That's the rule.
Okay.
Then you can use the stuff for free. But otherwise, we just kind of dive into the heads of the artists and then try to write music as we were them. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work. Usually it's hard to imitate some vocalists, like singing is hardest to imitate. But for example, Bell, one of our education people, he's awesome in imitating guitarists. He can imitate like basically anyone from Stevie Ray Vaughan to Muddy Waters or Steve Vai or the Police with Andy Summers and yeah, anyone. But it's a lot of fun.
That's wonderful. I just really appreciate it. Like, for instance, with Chuck Berry, I mean, if you ever wanted to learn the lead solo with the Johnny bam, there it is. You can learn it. Just slow it down, learn it. You know, it's so amazing to me that you know put that together. And so you can have a certain amount of creativity without violating the copyright.
Yeah, we just stay far enough from an existing song. Well, it's kind of always kind of you have to find a balance, but so far no one's got it upset or anything.
The other thing I've noticed is that with songs that I've played in bands before, like Eric Clapton songs, you've got them in the right key. They're in the original key. They're in the same key that I learned it when I was, 15. It blows my mind that you've been able to find a path to be able to electronically reproduce stuff from, 50, 60, 70 years ago that probably wasn't recorded in concert pitch. And yet, it's in the key. It's in the key. Thank you.
Yeah. Sometimes we have to kind of manipulate the pitch if it's not in concert tuning, because we try to get everything to 440.
That's what we want.
Yeah, it would be hard to kind of ask for people to tune to some weird tuning. And also, that's why we make versions of, for example, a lot of bands use E-flat tuning, like half step down the whole guitar, and we just do a +1 version to compensate for that.
Oh, that's a wonderful feature, and when people are using capo and to put it in a category where you can transpose it, and okay, the vocals don't sound quite right, but you're playing it and you're matching pitch. I just think that is a great feature. I don't think I've seen that work quite that seamlessly with any other program I've used to teach guitar. It's just amazing. And especially in classroom, we got 15 people in here, trying to get everybody capable, make sure it's sitting just on the right spot, It's so nice to sit transposed and nobody has to worry about it. But we can also use that as a teaching tool about capo and how you're adjusting the pitch and transposing to different keys. So thank you.
Yeah, it's kind of sometimes the chords are like in some other key there. It's just more difficult and it makes everything more accessible to do some pitch shifting or stuff like that. But yeah, it's mostly always curate the content with the real guitarists of the company, and then I do what's needed. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, let's see. So anything else? You had a question about the keyboard the other day. You said it's not quite what I'm hearing on the track. What was that comment you made to me?
I don't
You were
remember.
trying to figure out the actual part you were hearing, and what we were doing for the contest was not the same difficult.
Ah,
Wasn't that it?
something like that.
So sometimes you do a little simplifying just to make it powerful for the student.
Yeah, yeah, we often do that. There's a full version that's just the high level one, but we always aim to have the full version available. And
So the full version should be as close as possible to the original.
yeah, at least with the licensed songs.
And your other comment, kind of similarly along those lines, was sometimes the challenges go up too far, too fast, and you need a little more, I'd put scaffolding. Say that again. It went from like level 4 to level 8 or something 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, compared to like the actual songs where there's like 8 different levels for one song.
Yeah.
You might have to repeat that. He may not be able to hear me.
So can you hear Nick? You're muted.
I know, because I don't want to make a feedback
So he
loop.
said, a couple of weeks ago, the first level song in the challenge was like a 1 or 2, and then there was like a 4, maybe 5. And then it shot up to 8 and 10 or 11. So the question is, it was a little bit much for the classes that really jumped to the third or fourth song. I guess that's so you can please the largest group of the guitar players out there.
Yeah, well, the majority of our users are level 3 or below, so the kind of level 10s are it's rare to have so many people play them. But yeah, that was basically just bad design from us if it went that way. So sorry about that. We'll try to.
No, we just wanted to ask because that seemed different than the norm. That seemed
Yeah.
unusual.
It always depends on the songs. So one of the songs is just super fast and difficult, and it's not easy to write a simple exercise for that.
Well, what can we do today to help with this project?
So, well, you get to decide the theme for a challenge.
Theme
What would
or-
you like?
Wow. So you already answered one of my questions, and that was, how do you get copyright permission? So basically, if you don't have to worry about that, if you're writing original stuff, then we could make any artist or any genre that we could think of. And you're willing to try it out, to put together a challenge. Nick, that is so cool. So think about that. Let's see. So it doesn't matter if they've ever been featured on Yousician. Doesn't matter.
No, you can. Well, I can. If it gets to a point where it's impossible to do, then I'll just raise my hand. But otherwise, you can just ask for anything, and we'll do our best.
Okay, so
And you can go crazy. Like, I don't know if you got my message before, but like you can like, okay,
I don't think so.
yeah. I just wrote Anna or Juniper that you can tell them to kind of, if they want, they can go crazy. Like, if you want a Serbian band playing Bruce Springsteen in a Chinese folk festival, then
No, I was thinking something, I've asked some students and ideas that came were, I don't think have any students. I figured, well, you probably can't do Beatles because of all the copyright restrictions. I don't know, I throw that out to you.
yeah, we don't have licenses to real Beatles songs. We made once this kind of Liverpool challenge that was kind of Beatles style. But if you want Beatles, I can do more.
So wait, do you have an idea? I just throw that out. What other suggestions have you heard from students as far as favorite songs?
There's so many.
There's two songs that you can choose. They can be the same style or artist or different, whatever you want.
Okay, so it could be like a genre led in a specific artist,
Or they could be completely different.
or completely different.
Yeah, whatever.
So you want to pick one?
I'm on the spot here.
You know all these people, you know all these bands and groups. How about James Taylor?
Mm-hmm.
Have you got anything that's along the lines of James Taylor?
Not much. We haven't never kind of done in the style of James Taylor.
So one of the first songs that inspired me to learn guitar was "You Got a Friend" by James Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Another one, "Fire and Rain." And, I love all this stuff, and he's still writing, so
Mm-hmm.
So I thought of something soft rock like James Taylor.
Yeah?
How about one of your favorite bands or genres?
Oh gosh, I'd have to think about that for a moment.
You listen to a lot of stuff.
I know.
Well, and see, classical and all those other genres are included. So I mean, is there an all-time favorite? Probably.
I gotta think about that for a little bit.
You don't even have to answer now. You can email it to me later if you want to think.
Okay. So that would be the Beatles question would be from the students. There have been several students that wanted to do some Beatles.
Ooh, what about like some Toto?
Toto. Yeah.
Have they done anything like that? Can you ask?
Have you ever done any Toto?
Not really. So it's kind
Got a favorite? Give them a song or something.
They're all good.
They're all good. Come on, man. Narrow it down a little bit more than that.
yeah, we know Toto well.
Oh, you can, okay. You got open arms to Toto right there.
Just their style is amazing.
I bet our students don't know English.
I know, yeah, I'm thinking of ways we can link this to more.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Are you having any thoughts about the direction to go? We'll just throw out some songs, let them play with them a little bit, see what comes out of it? Or do you want it to be more directed toward
Do you want a fast Toto song or a
Oh,
slow
that's.
Toto song?
That's a good question.
I'm just thinking. What's not? Because I'm thinking immediately. I'm thinking of Rosanna because it's got a bit of everything in it. It's got some great keyboard style in it.
Can you hear that? He's thinking of Rosanna, because it's got so much different variety of instrumentation.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a guitar solo in it, wicked guitar solo. It's got a piano solo in it. Obviously, won't be exactly the same, but
Nick's got a lot of piano background, so if you figure that out, I'm trying to figure the bass part out.
Okay, but you need to pick two, one song each. So James Taylor, Beatles, and Toto in the.
Pick two.
Can we narrow it down to two or?
But if it's hard to get the Beatles thing, just count that out. We'll just tell them right now that's not available.
yeah, we're easy.
Yeah. What?
There's
We
probably
can do something else later, maybe Beatles style or whatever.
and things
I can do it.
things
It's
are
not a problem to do it.
There are sales on some of those copyrights this week I heard about, but I don't know if it was Beatles. Who was it? The whole catalog. It's like Michael Jackson stuff. Sold off. Stuff is happening in the industry, so maybe you and those tools will hit them wider. Hey,
Yeah.
what else can we do to help with this part of the project? Do you have enough to go from?
Yeah. I have plenty.
Excellent.
I'm not too familiar with James Taylor, but I know what it's like. And I wrote down two songs, so Fire and Rain and You Got a Friend.
But
Oh, yeah.
it is about any of them. If you find one that's easier to charge, go for it. Because I played all the music since I was 13. It's soft,
Yeah.
it's easy listening, and it's got a lot of nice guitar stuff that kids can, do on a level based on their ability.
Could you ask him if he's the one who does the actual charting in Yousician, or does he just do the recording?
Are you the one that does the actual charting in Yousician, or do you just prepare the recording?
I handle the audio and write the songs, but they're education designers for every instrument who write that kind of charts.
Why did you ask?
I was just curious if he just focused on one part of it, or if it was the entire thing was his baby.
So it's just everybody has a focus based on their expertise.
Well, yeah. Also, we have to be quite all-around type people. But yeah, we have James is responsible for the guitar stuff, and he writes majority of the charts for the guitar, both on licensed content and weekly challenges and all the syllabus stuff. And then we have Bell and Jonah. They are responsible now for ukulele and on keyboard bass and Tommy for keyboards. So.
What about like the actual notes going across the screen part though?
What we're asking about is the notes going across the screen. Is some
The
of that
technology side.
computer generated, or is somebody actually having to type those notes in one at a time? I think I'm hearing what you're
Yeah.
asking.
We use Guitar Pro
Okay.
software to make the exercises for string instruments, and then we use Sibelius notation software for piano and voice.
That's really good stuff. You've got
So-
top notch.
Yousician can read files from those software.
Oh, cool.
You just feed the exercise file on Guitar Pro to Yousician along with the audio, and then it can be synced in a variety of ways. But either we do a kind of tempo map, or then we just keep a strict tempo and the box there.
Excellent. That's wonderful.
But
So
it's
does that
quite a lot
answer?
of work to kind of do all that stuff, and also the kind of educational aspects. So how hard can you do it? And,
I have a feeling these names of people that you mentioned, many of them I've studied. Aren't they the ones that have done the videos for the guitar and piano and ukulele and the keyboards? I've seen certain people that do the lesson when I'm helping my students go through them. And there's one guy that does most of the guitar stuff, that's talented. There's one guy that does most of the bass stuff. And the singing, there's
Yeah.
two singers that I studied with on the app itself. Are they the people you just named?
basically, yeah. So James is the guitar guy, which you also see in the videos, but and he also does the ukulele videos. But then we had a hired gun for the bass videos. He's Alex. He's from New York, freelance bass player. He flew to Helsinki to shoot the videos with us, but he's not really working for us permanently. And then for piano, Sunny is the person who does the videos, but she doesn't work for us anymore. She went to work for Steinway.
Oh,
But yeah, then Arto and Sonia are the voice teachers, and they work for us, yeah. And you hear them singing in a lot of our content.
Well, commend them all for us. They're doing a wonderful job. And the update threw me for about a week, just trying to find everything. But now I like it. The new layout is really done.
On the separate app now on the phone.
Yeah. Will everything be separated out eventually like piano?
We're looking into that. Might be that guitar and bass stick together or something, but we'll see.
Well, for those of us who use all the instruments, we appreciate having them all in one place.
Yeah.
But I can see how for people who are just targeting piano or targeting ukulele, they might prefer to have it separate out.
I think ukulele would be the next one to get separated if we go for that. But I'm not sure what's the status at this point.
What am I forgetting, Ed? Think we covered all our bases?
Probably. Oh, ha ha.
So it's so nice to meet you. It's so wonderful to get to see the faces behind what we do every week. And thank you for all the hard work you do. I have personal fun with the app. I have to say, it's not just for the students. I mean,
Like
this
yesterday.
has helped me grow as a musician, and it's helped me have a lot more practice time than I would have had otherwise. Because I enjoy checking out the new songs every week. I enjoy, on the weekend when I don't have classes, playing a musician, and it's kind of my go-to thing. The one aspect of my life that doesn't cover very well, and that's okay, is I play bass for my church, and we're always doing a lot of Hillsong United and elevation worship songs. And it's really hard. It's hard to find the bass parts for those songs. And so a lot of times, all I get at church is chord leather, and I'm jumping off from that. But I find out that as I'm playing a musician, I'm aware of the octaves and fifths, of course, and things, the patterns that fit together best. I'm already playing a musician, and I just have to craft what that song requires. But I don't know if you've ever thought about expanding into some other areas like that.
Yeah, we get requests for that. So you kind of you're asking for like Christian content.
There are a lot of us out there every week playing in churches,
Yeah.
and it's very, very difficult to get traps for your instrument. And there are paid services that churches have. Our church doesn't do that. I just have to go on YouTube and try to search and see. Because we have new songs for doing this week I've never played before. And so I'm out there on YouTube searching for some bass player who has posted an example of how he plays that part, so I can pick up some extra things. Because a lot of times when you get the video of the whole praise team and Hillsong or whatever doing it, you can't get the specific notation. It's really frustrating. And it's one song this week. We had a really cool bass part. I couldn't figure it out. So yeah, that's just a thought.
Okay. Yeah. So it's mainly kind of a new music that you're playing. So it's not kind of a public domain or copyright-free stuff or.
Might be some of both.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there are places where they track the top songs played in churches, because I used to do that when I was a praise and worship leader. And I don't know which one you refer to, but we went to the Christian Copyright License website and got a membership there. And they publish the top 25 or the top 50 songs currently played in churches. And they get the real accurate information because churches have to post.
Yeah, we're in a
what
finishing up a meeting real
songs they're
quick.
using in the case of royalty.
Okay.
That's how they
Yeah,
get around
absolutely.
copyright rules and
Right.
put the lyrics up on the screen. So I know that there are lists of the songs that are most currently played in the majority of churches in the United States. I don't know what they do in other countries, but I assume it's similar.
Okay. I can look into that.
I have,
CCLI was the name of it.
I have one other question.
Oh, Nick has another question.
Just what sort of timeline are we looking at for these challenges?
Oh, Nick wants to know
'cause-
what kind of timeline might we be looking at?
Because we only have school for another month.
Because we only have another month at school. Is that even remotely possible?
Yeah, we actually are targeting to the beginning of May.
So perfect.
Already.
Excellent. Awesome.
So then it's the World Teachers Day, and they, like Anna said in the beginning, they want to kind of target this for that.
That sounds fantastic. We've enjoyed very much talking and meeting with you today, Marcus.
Oh yeah.
Likewise.
And you have my email address, and Nick can link with me, so if you think of any
Yep.
other needs or questions, let us know.
Yeah, you can reach me at marcus@yousician.com. It's my email. So Marcus with a K.
That should be easy to remember. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks. A lot of fun.
I
I'll
look,
get to work.
I look forward to seeing the outcome of this project.
Yeah, maybe I can do a little video of making of the song.
Well, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
If I have time.
we would love that.
The kids would love that.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'd love to show that to the classes before they play or after they play.
Yeah. Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you, blessing.
Yep, bye-bye.